More trouble at Sony at the end of our A block once again. Two former employees of the company are suing Sony Pictures for not sufficiently protecting their privacy, they argue. Gawker uploaded the end of the movie that's at the center of the attack, the interview. The scene involves an explosive spoiler. We won't show it here. And perhaps worst of all for the film, Seth Rogen and James Franco have now canceled their public appearances for 2 days. John, is Sony's attempts to shut down this controversy doomed?
Well, if this wasn't such a serious thing, I would say that Seth Rogen and James Franco decided not to do those public appearances. They'd go get stoned more often. But it is a really serious thing. This group, the hacking group, has now issued threats to moviegoers. They've said, and then alluding to 9/11. I actually think that the question of whether the cat is out of the bag is now secondary. I think there's a reasonable chance they're going to have to just shut the movie down. Because the truth is, if these threats are real and are to be taken seriously, Sony cannot, as much as this publicity is in some ways has been good for the movie, if some kind of a terrorist incident happened at a theater showing this movie over the holidays, it would be disastrous for the company. Even if it wasn't the company's fault, it would be a disaster. I think what
about the artistic freedom of not backing down in the face of threats for a work of fine art?
I think that is, I believe this could be a work of fine art, but I got to say, it's a very delicate economic balance, and I think there's, like, I'm not predicting it, but I think there's a reasonable chance. There's no doubt at Sony right now they're thinking about whether they can actually release this movie.
David Boies, Sony's lawyer, cares about the First Amendment, but his threats are now, you have the spectacle of the lawyer for Gawker on her high horse, I think it's a her, talking about, the First Amendment right to show the end of a movie.
Yeah, it's bad.
Sony's in a bad place.